Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today from the Fitchburg Senior Center, David Hill. It's been a while, David, since you and I have gotten together and talked on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's Friday and no complaints.
That's always a good thing. We've got a lot happening here the month October, but just to quickly to wrap up National Senior Center Month, although your director said it's Senior Center Month every day at the Senior Center. How did things go for the month of September? I had a couple of events, and it was fun.
Yeah, it really was. We had we had the ice cream truck from the chocolate shop with us, and we had a good turnout with our ukulele group playing as well. So that was a nice treat for everybody. We also had Diane Fronick's retirement party, which was sort of thrown together last minute, but we had a wonderful turnout for that as well. Diane had been with us for over 30 years, and so it was really a nice send-off for our folks of Fitchburg and staff as well. So that was great. Just a recap of programs. Wow, we had the recycling program with Claudia, a guy who is a staff member here at the city of Fitchburg, and we had over 55 people attend for that program. It was quite the turnout. So we have some really responsible Fitchburg residents that wanted to buy recycling. So that was really neat to see, and something that, from a programming standpoint for me is to take that as a signal of making sure that we're hitting topics that are in that zone that are of interest to our folks, and that was definitely one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. It was. I even got phone calls on that one, David. Like, when are we going to be? Did you tape that? Are we going to be rebroadcasting? I'm like, oh yeah, we got it. So. And you got another great lineup here as October rolls in here, even though it doesn't feel like October. We'll start with a big one here, and it's the Virtual Mind Over Matter, which is a yearly a program. And tell us about this program. It's awesome.
Yeah, we've had this program going for quite a few years, and just the instructors and the material that's brought to this program are just outstanding. And it's obviously bladder and bowel control. For those that are struggling with those issues, this is just a wonderful workshop to work on different techniques that will aid you as you age, as we all are, and tips and tricks that you can put into practice. And it's a little tricky this year because we're doing it the virtual method versus in person. So we encourage people to sign up for this program. It starts October 18th, and it's 3 sessions starting at 1:30 in the afternoon. So you can get your lunch in, get prepared, get that computer turned on, and be part of this program. It's going to be well organized. And so if you struggle with Zoom and things like that, I understand, but this is going to work good for everybody. So we encourage you to register for that program.
Well, and speaking of technology, and you are the technology guru down there in the Senior Center, you've got an iPhone event coming up, and it's not necessarily a class, but more of a gathering. But not only will I plug this event, but you serve and help people with technology on any front. So first, tell us about this iPhone group getting together, and then tell us about the technology stuff that you do help folks with.
Yeah, well, this group, this casual, just come in and talk about your iPhone, talk about issues you're having, or tips and tricks that you've successfully obtained that you can share with others. This came from your class with Andrew in helping people out with their iPhones. And when you have 20 plus individuals in a class, as you had, you can't get to everybody's questions and individual needs. And so I had a person come to me after your class and say, hey, I know a little bit about the iPhone and I'm willing to share that with others. And so that's how this group was created. So on October 12th at 9:30, we encourage those that might be struggling with their iPhone, that might know something about their iPhone that they want to share with others, to come in and just have some coffee and just shoot the breeze with others. And I think that's a great idea. And so that's coming up. Also, I personally, I like to help people out more with the TV options of what's out there and available for folks. Netflix, Hulu, all the different add-ons you can incorporate into your viewing pleasure. And so that's one thing that I really like to focus on. Not an Apple guy, so come to you for Android questions, but certainly I'll help out with what I can. And kudos to you guys up in Fact TV for being there and ready to help folks with Apple products. We really appreciate that. So it works hand in hand, and it's a great thing to have.
Yeah, it is fun. We like talking Apple, of course, and certainly it's just fun to get down there. I want to come down to the iPhone one and learn some things from people myself, because there are so many different things to know. We're certainly not know-it-alls at Fact TV and Andrew, and I love to learn from people too, because you find things out when you get together and in those types of groups of best practices, and there's so many ways to do the same thing. Always, it just works.
Yeah, and also, I've got the teenagers at home, and you ask them a question, they just want to figure it out quick and hand the phone back to you, and that doesn't really solve the issue, and you don't learn anything. So I think this is a great way for folks that will take the time to work with each other to make it happen, and you learn, and then you can take that off your frustration list.
And David, I hear that all the time too when we do the classes, and I'm sure you do too, that oh yeah, my daughter got me this and she said it was easy, or my son got me this. It's so easy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, awesome. And more classes to come in technology down the road, certainly. As we wrap up here, final one, apple pie making with Gus, a very, very popular one. And Gus is just a funny guy to begin with, employee. Yeah. A retired employee from Fitchburg, but tell us about, if you haven't got in on this one, you might want to.
Yeah, we're already getting phone calls for this one. Gus is a really nice guy. He likes to garden, and he likes to, well, you can't see it there, but these are canned green beans in a pickle.
Oh, wow.
Marinade. And so he's big into gardening. He's big into baking. And last year, he was his first year with us, helping people make apple pies, and it was just a great turnout. And yes, he is a fun guy, and you'll really enjoy the class. The cost is $10. Bring your own pie plate, or one will be provided for you. This one is not online, so you'll need to call 270-4290 to register for that program. And I believe we have a limit of, I think, 10, maybe 12 participants. If you're interested, definitely give us a call, see if there's an opening for that. So, and I always like to encourage folks, if you want to be up to date on what's going on at the Senior Center on a weekly basis in between newsletters, we encourage you to go out to our city website, look around the page, but also click that blue button at the top and look at the programs that are being offered. We throw a lot of stuff on there that is mid-month. An example of that would be a wonderful program on advanced directives that's coming out November 10th, I believe, with a local doctor who was just recently highlighted in the Wisconsin State Sunday paper on the front page, Dr. Wendy, and she's going to be doing that program. It's going to be great. So go out to our websites and check things out.
It's like the sneak peek to what's to come. You now have the secret. David just gave it to y'all, so we have it. That's why we love David. He'll tell you anything. Well, David, thank you so much for sharing. You have fun out there, and the apple. I just go back to the apple pie thing. I think one of better moments of walking down to the Senior Center and seeing people making apple pies down there was pretty fun. So just throwing that out there. I had to take a peek and see what that looked like. So it's pretty fun. So but you take it easy, David, and we'll check back in with you folks next month.
All right, have a great weekend.
You as well. David Hill, part of the great staff at the Fitchburg Senior Center. Check out the newsletter. Like I said, check out the website and click on that blue button to see the latest programs that are out there and get yourself signed up. Very active at our Senior Center. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.